right. Good morning to you. Good afternoon. Good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, this kind of report. I want to present something very, very important to you. This day, the first day of March. Happy New Month to you. Happy New Month. Happy New Month to all of you. I hope this month will bring a good news, and we shall all live to see the end of the month. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe to this channel. Yes, I have to record the video this way. Permit me that my video is not going to be out because of my location. At the time of recording the video, I have to quickly record it because somehow I'm fed up. I'm fed up of some things that we're going to address here on this video. Though I am not the kind of person that I'm not good, in sounding like an arrogant person, about nothing happened for nothing, and nobody's monopoly of violence. Violence in the sense of not physical violence. I'm talking about verbal or emotional violence. Some people can torture you emotionally, thinking that they are making comments or posting some things. I hate it when some people claim they are broadcasting or you are a reporter or you are a presenter, but you don't verify some of your information, if not all. Like from fallback groups, they don't verify anything. They just see something and they run with it. So we are going to clear air on some things because I don't want our people to be fed with this kind of cooked up story that doesn't add up. I don't know what I want to gain from that. Is that how to promote your APM? Oh, sorry, he's no longer APM. He's not their PM. You must promote nonsensical things just to enrich yourself. I don't know who you are doing this kind of thing for. But anyway, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel because we are here this morning. And I told you today is first day of March 2026. So happy New Month once again. And please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So I came across a post made by one of the GEN0C'IDE group. And I felt like, no, we need to address this in, even though it took me time to gather some of the evidence or proof before recording the video. But I have to do that because we need to clear air, especially when it's needed. This post you are seeing here was made by a man. I believe he's a man or a woman. I don't know because anything is possible. Stanley is one of those. I think his handle is Airborne, whatever. These are one of those who normally dish out falsehood to elevate and promote GEN0C'IDE. I'm not saying you should not promote your paymaster, but at least do it logically and do not insult our sense of reason. This is his write-up in response to one another guy, maybe a Kanuri person. I think he's a Christian that based in America. That one also yap nonsense. We are going to go through everything. So Stanley, on attempt to respond to this guy you are seeing here, okay, this very guy that look like, I don't know, I don't want to call what I feel like he looks like when a man begins to peer his nose or lips or tongue, then the man at church Abasana. So he's a northerner. He's from northern thing. He may not see himself as a northerner, maybe, but I think he's a Christian. But one thing about Christian in the north is that they have slight different from the Muslim northerners. We saw a man from Benue last time claiming that, arguing with one of Igbo guy like that from a state, insulting the guy and bragging on how they massacred and killed Igbo people during 1967 to 1917 Nigerian genocidal war against Biafrans. When I watched that video, ever since that day, I have never for once felt remorse or pity to whatever that's happening in Benue anymore. That's my personal opinion, please. So, listen to this man, his claim, and what he said here, you can relate that these people, they don't deserve your sympathy, to be honest with you. But for the sake of, we are human beings and all that, you need to also do all you can to prove to them that you are different from them. So let's start by listening to what the guy said before we now go to the reaction of the so-called Stanley. Here it is.
Biafrans, because we saw it. A group of...
No, start from the beginning. Start from the beginning. No.
The Biafrans, I said Biafrans because we saw it. A group of Igbo men went to Congress, United States, that is treason. If you try that for any other country, you are dead. You will die. They went to beg United States government to come and intervene, a problem that United States government created. So now United States government, the reason I'm making this video is because it has nothing to do with Nigeria. Because in other words now, Nigeria has to stop buying weapons from Russia so that they can sell us defective weapons that they know they can defend, they can use. If we ever turn on them, they can always shut it down and stop it. They have the means to defend themselves against those weapons. One. Two, economically, everything Nigeria has been doing with Russia, Nigeria has to stop it. That growth is bad news for them, so it has to be stopped. Three, they're going to kill Nigeria's agricultural sector. What's his name? Alhaji Tajuddin Ntata, the son of Ntata, Aminu Ntata, and the founder of Ntata Farms. You follow me on Instagram. They're coming after you specifically. This is your business. So maybe now you will listen. Maybe now you will want to invest in your people. But again, so the terms here are no buying weapons from America, no buying weapons from Russia. Sorry, you have to buy American weapons. You have to cut off whatever business, whatever we have with Russia and China. We have to stop sending food to other African countries. They have to destroy Nigeria's agricultural sector. Again, Tajuddin and Tata, they're coming for you specifically with this one. Stop sending food to other African countries. They don't want that African unity. And lastly, we must allow them to put as many spies as possible they want in Nigeria, as many diplomatic whatever. This has nothing to do with Nigeria. Now they're going to use Nigeria as a base for Israeli and American intelligence to go and destroy the rest of Africa. This is it. Now Biafrans are the ones behind this because you have shown you can. Let me keep quiet before they call me a bigot.
You are a bigot and you are even senseless. If you listen very carefully, you would listen. You may. I think Mazaman Namorgano's broadcast. You must have heard the voice of Mazaman Namorgano on the background. So meaning that maybe he was listening to Mazaman Namorgano's broadcast. I'm just saying because the voice that I heard from his background sounds like Mazaman Namorgano's voice. I think he was playing Mazaman Namorgano's one of his broadcasts and that triggered him and he started yapping nonsense. Now, not only that he yapped nonsense here, he claimed that Biafran that reported the genocide going on in Nigeria should face treason, that is a treason, what's it called? Treasonable offense, like a treason. So how is it treasonable offense when you yourself confirm that yes, there's a genocide going on? There is a genocide going on in Nigeria. Hear him again so that it not be that a guy was saying.
Biafrans. I said Biafrans because we saw it. A group of Igbo men went to Congress, United States. That is treason. If you try that for any other country, you are dead. You will.
How is it treasonable offense? Now he said the group, underline the word group of Igbo men, not an Igbo man, or well, not that Igbo man. Listen, a group of Igbo men went there to report. Okay, now that's what he said, and this is his own business. He said Nigeria will be the runner of the greater Africa. Let's see, because to him, America in Africa is in Nigeria, they are going to use that to destroy the entire Africa. They play. But Fulani, his northern brothers that are doing what they're doing, they are not destroying Africa. Black man. Now listen to this guy, group. People that don't understand anything. The guy said group of Igbo men. He said, breaking, their cry is just getting started. Hashtag Ogenkere. He targeted Ogenkere to say that he's doing a very good job and pay him his own money on time, I believe. He said, God bless Biafran. God bless PM Ogechukunkere. God bless Elias. God bless Briggy. God bless BDF. God bless America. He put that there. Now, the question why I have issue with this thing is that this guy is trying to tell you that what this man said when he said a group of Igbo men went to America to call them for intervention, that is Ogenkere and Elias lobby, they are the one that made it possible. It's not true. And that's why I have issue with the entire post from this guy called Stanley. You guys should stop this because this guy was not referring to whatever Elias or Ogenkere. He may not even know that Ogenkere is in existence. anytime you listen to anybody claiming that Igbo people or Biafrans went to report in America and all that, they're actually referring to these people. Okay? They're actually referring to these people. Most of them, remember, this group is called AVID. AVID, that is American Veteran of Igbo Descent. I repeat, American Veteran of Igbo Descent. So these are people who have served in American forces, maybe police, navy, army, name it. They have served and they're retired. Okay, maybe later today we're gonna come live, discuss more about AVIS and using one of their presentation to expatiate on this, to explain more, so that we can understand who are there. United States of Biafra and AVIS are not enemy. Last time I checked, they are not enemy, and they are just doing their own thing differently. They are not IPOB DOS. Okay, they may be member of their support of Master Americano, of course, and they have had enough. These are military men. They have served. They know what it takes to liberate yourself. So anytime you hear people talking about Igbo people reported, I can tell you I followed them closely. I'm talking about when they made it post for the first time. This is Mark Arnold, the one that destroyed Renomokre. Okay, I follow them and I know how Nigerian non-Igbo people, people from other tribes reacted on the whole thing about this picture you are seeing here. When the pictures of first, few days later, I think 2 or 3 days later, American designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern. They are not the only one that made it possible. People from Yerewata, like Benue people, fight their own case and all that, but the collaboration and togetherness, the reportage and everything came just like boom boom boom, the American government, and they had no other choice than to take action. Nigerian Muslim Northerners begin to complain that they know that the Igbo people, especially when they see Isiago and this red cap, is a problem to them. So they made it. They made a video. This group of men. They even talk. They address people, and they clear on the intention and what they said. This is a Reverend Father, a priest, the one on this spec eyeglass that stood close to Mark Arnold. I'm talking about black eyeglass, not the other guy on a suit. Not the one on suit. Now, this man, the one you are seeing here with Isiago, is the president of AVIS. He's the president. Why I'm telling you this is because I hate it when people begin to talk as if Oginkere. Most of the things you are hearing, congressmen, these are the people doing it, not Oginkere. Not everything. I'm talking about this issue of designation and all that. When you check the list, DPM is there. She topped, the Oginkere name was not even mentioned, let alone the position that he took in the list. His name wasn't there. But who bragged more of the Oginkere achievement? All this mushroom, Stanley, Stanley of this world, all of them are the one coming out, begin to talk what they don't even know, claiming what they don't know. So Avis is the one that worked with Mark Arnold and many other people to push. DPM, of course, pushed as well. Like I told you, if you check the list of people that reported it, her name is there. Okay, now let's go to other things that I want to say here. Because after this presentation, I have to dig, after this post that I just showed you now, this one, I have to dig deep to bring back this picture, because this picture was last year. As you can see, November 1st, November 2025. So I have to go down in search of this post. And luckily, I got it. In the course of searching for that, I saw this news that on February 26, 2026, American veterans of Igbo descent seek U.S. support for sovereign safe zone to protect Nigerian Christians from terror. Full story in comment section. This is the emblem, American veterans of Igbo descent. Sharia reporter reported it and said, American veteran of Igbo descent seek U.S. support for sovereign safe zone for Christians. I could remember last time the American this AVID, they said something that if they keep on pushing, if Northerners are keep on pushing, yapping nonsense about all this insecurity and other things, and genocide going on, they won't start, they can't take it. They are gonna push for total, disintegration of Nigeria. And recently, they also made a publication to National Assembly and Nigerian government warning them that if you don't abolish Sharia, we are going to turn away from this your peace negotiation and all that you're talking about and focus on how to liberate Christians in Nigeria by pushing for Biafran independence in fullness. That is AVID's statement. Okay. Now, are they in USB as you speak? No. Are they following DOS? No. Ogenkere is not even an option. So don't ask me about Ogenkere. Okay. So here you can see after this is Tara reporter. They have made this post. Let's quickly go. I'm coming back to the post because this document is there. So we're going to go through the document in this particular video. But before then, I want you to see what people said in relation to AVID. Okay, I want you to pay attention to what I said here. Remember, this post is on Facebook, so I may not know how to increase it better, but let me try if it's possible or not. Okay, I think you can increase it a little bit now, but display. Okay, let's just go through. Let's scan through the comment section and see what people say. Biafra will be the dream country of every Christian in Africa, the home of the blessed, the home of the blessed. Okay, somebody made this post, said he called it the home of blessed shall be. Now let's go to Edward. Edward said Biafran shall surely come to existence. Remember, the comment is on Sahara. Chukwuemeka Kesile. Gradually, the Nnamdi Kanu's vision and Biafran ideology is on the table for debate. Okay. Kola Akimpelu. Kola Akimpelu. I don't know. He said, I help Biafran people. I don't think he's a Biafran. I don't think so. I think he's a Yoruba man. I don't know. He said, I help Biafran people. The only non-Fulani people in Nigeria that are not sleeping and know what they are doing. I love them because they cherish freedom. Honestly, this comment is the reason why I said let me read it out for you. Okay, because other comments are very nice, but this one hit differently. You know why? Because they understood. People know. No matter the sabotage and some comments that seem to that meant to irritate you, some people actually know the truth. Kemi said, well, I still believe that there is no other group that can handle this idea more than the IPOB, and I believe that the IPOB only needs the support. I am urging all people of the Eastern region to give their robust support to the IPOB for the security of the region, a criminal. Because it is only IPOB leadership US, or you go one of the Igbo land. A leadership DOS that can command that can command the men and women of the Eastern Security Network ESN. Yeah, well. Safe zone with someone like Evans and IPOB. This is a Fulani man, so they must comment, of course. They must comment. Actually, if I have my way, I would prefer to read their comment alone, for you to know their mindset. And each time they sound so irritating, believe you me, you are doing the right thing. So I'm not going to continue going through this, but I can assure you that everything, is working, in our favor. For a record purpose, upon all these fractions groups trying to voice add their voice in support of freedom, one thing I want you to know is this: the only people that are doing something in line of governance and the way it should be in the international community are USB government. whether you like it. You must not love everything, because we some of us believe that you have to fight and bomb before you have freedom. That's the reason why some of us are not supporting USB government. So when they're talking about negotiation, diplomacy, something that you can't get your freedom by weakness. In this world, sometimes in that thing that you consider as to be a weakness, that is where the strength lies. So just like there's one preaching of Ambaka that I listened to someone I think some time ago. He says something about marriage. Let me just chip in. I'm not gonna go in details about what he said, but I just want to chip in that he's preaching here. Listen, that when a woman in marriage, when you marry like two couple, a woman and a man, some women who are feminists believe that the best way to control a man or to bring a man to his knee is by showing aggression. That is not true. When you show a man humility and respect, that is where that is where you are punching the weakness of that man. So for you to become controller for you to be in charge of your marriage as a woman, that sign of people, that thing that people see as weakness, that is what will give you strength to conquer the man. It takes wisdom to understand what I'm talking about, because when he said it, I just brought down as okay. And he said also to a man, when you are showing that you're a man of this house, a man of this house, you actually showing your weakness. For you to penetrate into a woman, you have to also respect and appreciate the woman and cherish the woman. That woman you cherish will not do that thing that you want her to do by showing aggression. Because some of us believe that shouting on a woman will make her to understand you better. But when you come down and present yourself as a man, forget about your physical strength, reason along with that woman, you see that woman behaving in a way that you actually want her to behave, which is the reason why you have been aggressive all this while. I'm not talking about Akata women, no. Neither am I talking about senseless, hopeless men that don't respect humanity. There's some men, when you show their weakness, they will capitalize on that and begin to do and do. No, I'm talking about people that are sound in mind, but because of one or two attitudes, you're having issue with your marriage. Anyway, I'm not marriage counselor. Please, let's continue. I just want to share this, because when you begin to do something to free yourself, people will be aggravated. They start trying to talk you down and trying to act as if what you're saying or what you're doing doesn't really count. Don't worry, continue what you're doing, because you are hitting them in a different way, and they couldn't imagine that. Sometimes their cry is a sign of what you are doing. Their aggressiveness is a sign of what you are doing. You need to swallow that and smile, just laugh it off and continue what you are doing. That's why when Masakane said that when you are doing something and people started showering praises on you, suppose people that don't like your freedom, they hate it when you talk about freedom. All of a sudden you are seeing them singing your praises. Go and reassess what you are doing, because you must have gone astray. So I'm Nigerian, American veteran of Igbo descent sent a kind of a warning to Nigerian government recently. Of course, I said that on one of my video this week. Yes. Okay, we are not in a new week. Today is Sunday, right? So let me say last week. And we talked about it. And when we said that, I made it clear to us that this is exactly what we're supposed to know. One thing I respect about the AVID for now, I'm talking about for now, I don't know about tomorrow. They are not capitalizing on another group to talk them down, and they're doing their thing on their own. And then for so far so good, I don't think they're doing something bad. But I know that the time will come when they will concur with the structure of the government. So even if you want to run your own thing, can you do it diligently and focus on what you're doing? Your agitation, your movement, your group shouldn't be how to tear and report and sabotage other people. Those of you that are doing something negative, honestly, that's why I'm not your leader. If I happen to be your leader, I may be in a court with some people by now. That's what the fact. Because I'm the kind of person I hate when I'm working hard and somebody who is an idle person who don't have anything to offer will be busy dragging me down. No. I will give you that. I will give you work, and that work will be you'll be paying money, and you face it, in the court of law. So this post was made, as you can see here, in a letter addressed to the lawmaker. The group referred to defending content in his report on violence against Christians in Nigeria. This is speaking of American veterans of Igbo descent, AVID. Okay, on February 26, 2026, they made this post. American veterans of Igbo descent, AVID, have called on the United States of Representatives more to advocate U.S. government support for creation of a sovereign safe zone for Christians in Nigeria. Okay, this is the recent take, because they have seen that Northerners are pushing to bring jihad, which I played it yesterday. In case you've missed out, permit me to go back to this place. Let me see if I still have that video here. So you hear what Northerners said. Probably that may help you to understand what people are going through. Okay, just bear with me, because I played it here yesterday. I think I still have it here. Yeah, listen. Here is what another has said about Sharia. So for you to know the turnout of the latest development from AVID demanding, in a sovereign nation without attaching Biafran name, which I thought is a very, very smart move. So it will not be as if you disguise as a Biafran and all that. Let me not go there. Listen. I must have clicked on something X. I believe, yeah, I said it. So let me go back a little bit again and present it to you. Here is the, okay.
We shall not make any law that affects Islamic law. Item 62 says National Assembly shall not make any law that affects Islamic law. So this second schedule, so this amendment is against second schedule item 60.
So this video, this particular short clip, is about 18 seconds. Means a lot. In case if you don't understand what this is, serving senator in Nigerian Senate, Sani Yerima, advocating for Sharia law, telling National Assembly that anything you want to change, you want to amend here, no, we already have a law that says that National Assembly don't have any right to amend any constitution, any law that is going to affect Islamic law. Meaning that, oh, you guys are just waking up. We have been living under Sharia. You don't know this one. You don't have a right to amend it. That's what he's trying to say. Listen again.
Item 62 says National Assembly shall not make any law that affects Islamic law. So this second schedule, so this amendment is against second schedule item 60.
So this particular claim proves that no matter what you want to do, no matter what you want to say, they have made up their mind to move on, to carry on, to advocate for Sharia. Yoruba land, they are facing it. They can't even, they are handicapped. They are even the only tribe in Nigeria covering any crime going on against their own people simply because their brother is the president. Unheard of. I mean, honestly, I'm not here. I don't want to turn this to Yoruba tribe, but I did not see that coming. I know that Yorubas are not, they have a questionable character, but I don't know that it's not that. I don't know that it's this deep. Please, let's go through because the video is getting too long. Let me go back to the playlist. So, when you hear Avis talking about advocating for safety of a country of a Christian country to save Christians and a sovereign safe zone for Christians in Nigeria, they know what they have seen it, or they have come to the conclusion that talking about even there's another post of another saying that for Christians to support this abolishment of Sharia law, that is a kind of a call for total disintegration and division of the country. Their representative Remo, this is what they addressed this to Remo. Okay, on behalf of the American Veteran of Igbo Descent, AVID, a non-profit military organization composed of men and women of Igbo heritage who have honorably served and or are currently serving in our great nation's armed forces. We extend our profound gratitude for your courageous leadership in addressing the ongoing Christian genocide in Nigeria. The coordinated effort of Chairman Tom Cole, Vice Chairman Mario Diza Ballat, and Chairman Brent Mast, Chairman Chris Smith, the House Appropriation Committee, and the House of Foreign Affairs Committee reflect the level of diligence and bipartisan seriousness that the crisis urgently requires. Your report's findings, particularly the recognition that Nigeria is the deadliest place in the world to be a Christian, bring essential clarity to the scale and severity of the violence. The documentation of mass buying, kidnapping, what is the Igbo word of kidnapping is yeah, and buying and the destruction of churches and schools underscore the need for sustained and decisive action. We commend you for your recent report to the White House presenting actionable solution to end the persecution of Christians in Nigeria. Your call for the U.S. to demand the repeal of Sharia codes and criminal anti-blasphemism laws is bold and timely, as these laws have been weaponized to silence dissent and justify violence against Christians and undermine basic human rights and religious freedom. Your commitment to protect our brothers and sisters in Christ reflects the highest idea of American value and moral leadership on the global stage. Thank you for your hard work in this critical cause. In light of the essential crisis, in the light of escalating crisis, we urgently request that you advocate for the U.S. government to support the creation of a sovereign safe zone for Judeo-Christian and push for the restructuring of Nigeria. This would allow persecuted Christians to thrive without fear of Islam and Fulani terror, providing a secure space for them to practice their faith and contribute to regional stability. This initiative aligns with Americans' commitment to self-determination, religious liberty, and protecting vulnerable population, representing a significant step towards addressing the ongoing genocide. We stand ready to provide any additional information, veteran perspective, or testimony that may assist your efforts. Respectfully, signed, Chief Dr. Sylvester Oya, AVD President, Dr. Guson Obiago, AVID Secretary. This letter was sent to Remo. Okay, this is what AVIS have done and what they're recently doing. But why I have to go deep, why I have to touch all these things is because of Ogengre Group. I don't know if Ogengre is a member of AVIS, or I don't understand, because do they even know that this group exists? Do they know that they exist? Everything that DPM is doing, okay, AVIS have done. AVIS are repeating the same thing. They are doing the same thing. My happiness is that their document and their stand so far is they are not contradicting United States of Biafran's stand. As USB have declared and everything is in line, the document and everything is there. So this comment from AVID will now link up with what USB government are telling Americans, and the document they have submitted to the various offices, unlike Oginkere. He started by telling that Biafran was declared on a different day. That's it. And some of you believe that Americans don't have to verify the date. Are you kidding me? You think Biafran was really declared in 1930s or what? This is just 2024. Anyway, I told you that I don't want the video to be too long, but unfortunately the video is getting too long. So please permit me to draw the curtain close here. Like I told you, my video is not going to be here because of my location while recording this. So, and I have to quickly rush through that. This is just what I can tell you now. Focus on what you know that is what you know that is right thing to do. USB is the only way. But let you align to yourself. Okay, and USB government are not against AVID. They're not against AVID. And I'm not speaking for USB government. Why I say so? Because I've not seen them tackling or saying anything. They don't even attack those that deserve to be attacked. It's the AVID that are not doing anything, to sabotage. The one that are doing, they're just doing their own thing. What they feel, do what they feel. This is their organization. AVID is organization. They are not a government. They have not claimed to be a government. So if you are in USB and you have served an American, you are serving American force, maybe army, police, what have you, you can still join AVID. So they are just organization. They define their goal. They define their mission. So no, there's no quarrel here. Nobody is fighting anybody here. Don't compare them to Oginkere, please. Don't compare them to the Committee of Friends. Let me know what you think about all this course so far. And don't forget, there's a very big concern that FAMD raised yesterday. People donating money using wrong link. You are better than that, please. How can somebody clone a fake website, and you are making that kind of mistake? I would advise you to follow the instruction that she gave. Reach out to people in the cabinet. In the cabinet, they will give you the right way to do. Somebody did it. Somebody contacted me. I think last week. One of our staff reached out to me last week. She contacted me requesting for a way. So all I told her, don't worry. The people in the cabinet will help you, and they really did. So please follow that template and save the needy. Or save your people. That allowed people to be scammed by all this mushroom everywhere. God bless you and take care of yourself. Happy weekend to you. Happy new month. Take care of yourself. Bye bye for now. One love.